أعبد ولا أنا عابد. Can you analyze this? Ana abidun. Ana abidun. Ana is a dhamir, right? Ana means I, right? Ana abidun. Abidun is worship, right? The one who worships. So I am abidun, right? I am worshipping, right? So this is mubtada, this is khabar, and ana over here is pointing to me or the person who is saying. So the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to say this, right? So ana abidun, right? Mubtada and khabar, and this is wahid, wahid, right? Over here this is jama, jama, right? And this is muzakkar, muzakkar. This is also muzakkar, muzakkar, right? By default is muzakkar, right? So this is what we covered so far. We had different categories of ma'rifa, right? We had ismul alam, we had damir, we had asma mausula, we had asma ishara, right? So in today's class, the topic for today's class is asma ishara. Okay, asmaul ishara. Asmaul ishara are usually translated as demonstrative pronouns. What do we mean by that? In the English language, we have words like this, that, these, those, right? And we use these words to point towards something, right? So to point to something or to demonstrate something, right? Whether the thing is near or far. So this book means the book that is near. That book means that is far. So in the same way, similarly we have in Urdu as well, ye kitab, wo kitab, right? Something to point to that is which is near and then that is which is far, right? So this and that, these, those. In Urdu, we have ye and wo, right? In English, we have this, that, then we have these, those, right? So, like, it means that English is kind of richer in this context than Urdu because it has different words for the same thing in Urdu, right? In Urdu, it's just ye, right? This. For these also you will use ye, and for this also you will use ye. Ye kitab, ye kitabe, right? But in English, this book, these books. So there's a slight difference, right? When it comes to Arabic, obviously Arabic is more richer, right? Arabic is richer than English and Urdu. So we have specific words for that. We have specific words for this. In fact, as we saw in Dhamir, we had specific words for you male different and you female different. So obviously, the same way we'll have this male or masculine and this female, right, or feminine. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit. But the concept here is to understand that there are certain words in any language that are used to demonstrate or point towards something either near or far, and those are called demonstrative pronouns or asmaul ishara. In Damair, we said that there are two tables, right? And we covered the first table, which was of Rafr, right? And the second was of Nasb and Jar, like it's the same for Nasb and Jar, and that we'll study later on. But the point here is there are four things about the ism that we should know, right? There's jins, there's adad, there's wusat, then it's i'rab, right? So when it comes to wusat, damair are ma'rifa, right? Similarly, asmaul ishara are ma'rifa. So there is no point of ma'rifa or nakira, right? They are by default ma'rifa. So that is um, checked in the list, right? Now we are left with three things. We are left with jins, adad, and i'rab. We'll look into the i'rab a little bit later. First, we'll look into the jins and adad. So similarly, the way we had a chart or a table for dhamir, we'll have it over here. So let me write it down.